Our next guest just partnered with Microsoft to invest $25 million in small businesses, including minority and women-owned. Christopher Williams, Siebert Williams Shank Chairman, joins us now on that announcement. Christopher, good morning.
Good morning. How are you, John?
I'm doing well, thanks. So this Clear Vision Impact Fund, $25 million seed investment from Microsoft. You're targeting a size 10 times that at $250 million. What do you think you can accomplish and how soon?
Well, the key is as we look at the distressed economy and the impact that it's had, particularly on small businesses, and in fact, many of the businesses in the minority community, but in other distressed and underserved markets, the key is to have an impact. And the impact we're defining as an impact on increased employment of diverse talent, training of that talent, providing additional career opportunities, and then more broadly, actually having an impact on the community. So also impacting the educational opportunities for whether it's looking at students in school, and many of them will be leveraging technology, as we know, in order to create an enhanced educational experience. And in many of these communities, they don't have the same technology that they do in more prosperous communities. So the impact will be one that is to increase the economic prosperity, but also the quality of life. So it's multiple facets that are being addressed here.
Do you have the strategy sketched out yet? Because the description I see is that this is investing growth and operating capital in small and medium-sized businesses. So is this more newer businesses that need capital to really get going, or is it maybe existing businesses that have a track record already and are just struggling in this economic environment? You're going to help them keep going?
Well, it's more the latter. The key is many of the businesses that we'll be focused on are businesses, and we've already seen a lot of inbound requests for financial support. Solid businesses that have actually had a track record of operating, but have been adversely impacted by what we've seen as a result of COVID and the economic downturn associated with it. So we'll be providing both debt and, in some cases, equity support when too much debt cannot be borne by a specific company. And that will enable them to not only grow their business, hopefully invest in additional resources within their business so that they can be stronger partners with many of their customers. Bear in mind, many of the smaller businesses that are out there, they're often customers of and suppliers to many of the large businesses. So in a way, the fact that our natural relationships include small and large businesses, and many of our biggest clients are the household name institutions that will be hopefully supporting this fund, and Microsoft being one of them. But the key is when you have those relationships, there's often an opportunity to marry that with certain businesses who can invest in themselves through the money that we provide, become a more vital and valuable supplier to the companies that they work with, and therefore become just a stronger organization from an economic perspective.
Christopher, Julia Borston here. I know that women and minority-owned businesses have traditionally had far less access both to debt and funding. And I'm wondering how much you see that as a financial opportunity. These are businesses that were underserved by financial services traditionally. Is that a huge opportunity to give them the resources they need to be able to accelerate their growth? And how are you making that part of the narrative beyond just doing something that's good for the community and good for business?
Right. Well, that is so key. Historically, you're absolutely right. Many of the women and minority-owned businesses in these communities have not had the same access to the capital that's needed to invest in their businesses, to grow their business, to hire the proper staff, to purchase the equipment or resources that enable them to play on the larger stage. So what we will be looking at is evaluating each of those businesses. And make no mistake, this is not a fund that will be making grants. These are commercial investments, primarily debt with the possibility for a portion of equity. But the key is to find those entrepreneurs, those business owners, those executives who are in fact able to take that money and can identify a executable plan to put that money to work to help make their businesses more viable, more valuable in terms of to their customers and to their business partners, and therefore offer an opportunity for us to receive a return on the investment. Because at the end of the day, it's an investment.